Hi everybody, this is Antoinette and for some Aaliyah, but I'm back. This is another vlog for my healing journey from Crohn's disease, and I just want to give y'all, a little update how I'm doing. Some days are better than others, as you know. You have to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good, but you'll get through it. Just continue to stay focused. Who all that's going through this and that's on this journey, journey to healing along with me, just stay strong. I have more better days than not, but just to give y'all a little update, the past few days when I'm not filming, I'm really trying to get through it. I'm back to work, and that could be challenging because along come with the Crohn, sometimes you get irritable bowel syndromes. For those who know what that is, IBS, and you have to stay near a bathroom at all times, and that's really can be very challenging. And trying to work and deal with that at the same time is not anything that's really nice. It's not nice at all. That's my husband back there. He's trying to playing with the umbrella, doing what he's doing with it. One of the umbrellas for my bar that's on the deck. But yeah, I'm out here today enjoying this nice weather. It's nice August, the end of August, the last day of August. Really nice, and I'm trying to enjoy it and everything. So yeah. So I'm continuing on the Lialda, and I'm taking 1.2 milligrams of it, 4 times a day. When I eat something, I like to take it when I eat something, because other than that, it's it mess with my stomach. So and I don't want to be dealing with all of that. And yeah, so I'm taking that. As I said before, they didn't really want to. I didn't want to take steroids, and when I was in the emergency room, they didn't give me any steroids. So I've been still having the bleeding, and so, but it's better days. So then than most days dealing with this. Sometimes, but the bleeding is constantly going on. So I know I'm going to have a colonoscopy real soon. And for those who, it's kind of cringy what I'm saying. This is my vlog. I'm telling my healing journey story, healing from Crohn's disease, and what the steps I'm taking to, on my journey to heal from it. So I'm going to be, at times going to be very, very truthful and honest and blunt, and deal with the facts, and and I'm going to say some things that some people might find cringeworthy, or they may find that might be a trigger or whatever. But if it's too much, then I can understand. But if you find healing and I'm helping you, then please, by all means, take what resonates with you, take what has helped you, and use that, and whatever, people say, our elders say, chew the meat but spit out the bones. So chew the meat, spit out the bones. You don't need it. If you feel like it's too much and you just can't handle it, then that I can understand as well. But this is my my journey, my healing journey. So I'm going to be honest with you. I have to talk about it, and that's part of my healing process, is to talk about it. As before, I was very private about it, and I did not talk about it. And that's probably why it got worse, because I'm not me just ignoring it or not expressing myself as I should, because I'm a very emotional empath. So and I absorb everything, I absorb everybody else's energy, and a lot of times that can be overwhelming too. But I'm learning how to process all of that and deal with it. and heal from it. But me talking about it is part of my process, part of my healing process. But yeah, so I'm taking the 1.2 milligrams 4 times a day. I try to take it 4 times a day, to be honest. Sometimes I don't eat that much. I don't have an appetite that much, and when I eat one big time, well, maybe twice big, 2 times. Once maybe some breakfast, and then if not for the breakfast, then along with the breakfast, then a little later on dinner. So those are the 2 major times that I eat. Maybe I'm snacking throughout the day or something like that. But yeah, and it sometimes it seems like it's working, and the bleeding is subsiding and it's stopping and whatever. Maybe it's less, and then here it come, I might have a stressful day or something that's just bugging me, and then here it come, the bleeding gets heavier, or or something like that, or I just, it's so I'm the thing is, bottom line, they might just in the end have to give me steroids to stop the bleeding. Because, the medicine that they're giving me, I have to take it orally. I don't want steroids, but I do want this bleeding to stop, because I don't want to get to the point where, as before, I had to end up having a blood transfusion. So, yeah. I had to have a blood transfusion, and I don't want to go through that again. No way. Had to have blood transfusion and iron fusions too, and blood transfusion first, emergency blood transfusion. I had to be rushed to the hospital, and God knows I don't want to have to go through that again. But but I am taking the medicine, and sometimes I think it's working, and then sometimes I think it's, forgive, that's the train in the back. Sometimes I don't think it's working. Sometimes I don't think it's working. Okay. I had a little noisy friend back there. That's a train. I think we're near a couple of miles from the metro, so it goes through here, past here, about a mile away, but it's loud, so you can hear it. So forgive that, that noise, background noise. But like I was saying, sometimes I feel like it's working, and sometimes I feel like it's not. But I try to do what I got to do. Part of the process of healing is to acknowledge that what's going on with me, and that it's a real thing, and that it always have been a real thing, and it's and I have to accept the fact that in order for it can be managed and maintained. My thing is, I'm going to heal myself from it, because they say that it's hereditary, you can't do it, and blah blah blah. But with God, all things are possible. With Him, all things are possible. So because I believe in God very strongly, very powerfully, and I know that He is my healer, and so because I believe and I know that I can be healed from anything, because with God all things are possible. So therefore with me all things are possible, because I believe. So therefore, that's what I'm sticking to and standing on. So yeah, because I don't want to pass this on. This is one of them generational curses. I don't need it. Don't want to pass it on to nobody else in the family. It's unnecessary. So it needs to be gone, just like all the rest of them curses that been abolished. My family, my lineage, my ancestry, been healed from. This is another thing that Crohn's got to go. Not passing it on to nobody. And I'm saying that now, putting it out there in the ether, in the universe. I'm not passing this on to nobody. I don't want nobody getting this. None of my children, none of my grandchildren, none of my great-grandchildren. I don't want nobody in my family getting this, whatever this is. I don't know who it came from, because don't nobody in my family claim it. So, so they said it's hereditary. I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, and I know, I'm getting to know more and more about my paternal side, my father's side. And nobody claimed it on that side. And nobody claimed it on my mother's side as well. So, but I have affirmations that I speak every day over my body, over myself. I'm healing my body because this is my avatar, my vehicle that I have to stay connected to this world. So I got to take care of it because once, you only get one of them. Do as you will, but, take care of it. It's yours. But in order for it to serve you, to better serve you, you got to take care of it. Eat right, exercise, say those positive, affirmations, receive good energy, work with the whatever's inside of you, I'm healed. I'm just going to, claim it every day. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed from Crohn's disease. I'm healed from all its symptoms and its complications. I'm healed. That's part of my journey, and I'm going to continue to hold on to that. At the same time, combating these symptoms and whatever, taking my medicine, whatever they need to, tomorrow I have an appointment with my GI doctor, and we're going to discuss another colonoscopy and to make sure that it hasn't spread or hasn't gotten worse, that it is healing, getting better, and, everything, whatever it is that, I'm going to, of course, keep my diet, change my diet, and eat more natural fruits and vegetables, and drink, 100% juices, and stay away from, stuff that, the stuff that that has a high acidity rate, a lot of acid in it. I can't have that, anything like that, and like oranges, that right there. That's, I eat lemons, with fish or anything. And thank you for photobombing me, sweetheart. That's all right. He's fixing one of the umbrellas. So we have two of them, one for the bar, one for the table on our deck. So he had to get it out of storage, out of the garage or whatever, and do some mending to it. But it looked like it's good now. So I'm gonna bring the music out here because we have those musical things that goes on the umbrellas, and they, with the music. So, so just come out here and enjoy our deck, before the cold weather sets in, and everything. The sun is going down, so it's in the evening time, late afternoon. Well, it's evening now. So yeah, but I am doing better. I'm getting better. I'm going to continue to claim that every day. I'm getting better and better. And I think also too, my doctor prescribed me glyceride or something like that. It's a powder that you can take. So it's like a laxative, to help you with the constipation or whatever. Whoever's else is dealing with this, that's my viewers out there. It's I forgot the name of it, but next video I'll bring, let you see what it is. And I'll take that to help me, so that I can stay regular and not be constipated, because that's not a good thing. That's not good either. With the Crohn's comes constipation, sometimes diarrhea. It could be either or, depends, I guess the foods that you're eating, whatever liquids or fluids that you're drinking, beverages that you're drinking, I think that, plays a major role in it too. But I'm gonna upload this video to my YouTube channel, the one that says Aaliyah Odalea by Yasharal, Antoinette Griffin. That one, I'm going to upload it to that one, and maybe Facebook as well. So there you can find it on my, you know what, I'm going to put down in the description the links to the different, platforms that I have, like Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So, you can see me on all of those platforms, and YouTube. So, yeah. So, do subscribe to my channel. I have like maybe 3, I have a few YouTube channels, but the major one that I download or upload stuff to all the time is the one, the Aaliyah, one with my name on it, Internet Griffin, that one. You can find me there under that name on YouTube, and also Lunar Ascending Tarot Infinity times 22, that one, and also Friends Tarot 8888, so that one also. So, and I'll put all of those down where you can reach me. You know, you can see the videos that I upload. You know, so please, I want to say thank you so much for all my viewers that are joining me on my healing journey. Thank you. Be patient with me. Bear with me. Because there's going to be good days and there's going to be some not so good days, and I try to keep it real with you guys regarding my healing, because I got to keep it real with myself, so and tell my story, and talk my truth, tell my truth and my story. I had to let go of a lot of, I made a lot of changes, stuff that I'm not willing to do anymore. And that's because, in order for me to reach my goals, I have to, I have to be disciplined and not be distracted and everything else, So, I have to take better care of myself, which I'm doing now, and be open and honest about what I'm going through, and talk about it. As before, I wouldn't. Like I said, I was very private, but now I'm telling you, that's part of my healing process too. Yeah, so, and I thank you for joining me, and do subscribe and share. Subscribe to my channels and share. Follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. Follow me. Yeah, and, hit the notification bell so that you can get all of my updates, and whenever I'm sharing, you can, be a part of that, my healing process. And I do thank you again for that. Comment down so I know, other things that I need to bring, here, so that I can share it with you, and maybe it'll be helpful to somebody, that's also, challenged by Crohn's disease, going through that, or something else more, stressful, that's dealing with GI ailments and things like that can benefit from this. Just let me know down in the comments. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, so we'll talk again, okay? You guys, in the meantime, stay up, stay blessed. Always say your affirmations on a daily basis. If you can meditate every day, breathe. Make sure you breathe every day. Breathe. Do the breathing exercises. They're very helpful, trust me, to help you to relax, especially if you're going through stressful situations and moments. Breathe, relax, meditate, pray. And, God has a good ear. He's a great listener. So pray and release those toxins. Let it go, honey, because it's not going to do you any good on the inside. Let it go. You got to release, relax, and let go. So I love y'all. We'll talk again, okay? Talk again soon. Bye-bye. For now.